the operation to be performed from now on. This is a way to turn a photo into an illustration. It's a cool posterization processing. Let's give it a clean and sophisticated impression by using detailed edges. Cut out the person in the material image to give an impressive background color to the work. The material image uses width 1280 pixels, height 1920 pixels, resolution 300 pixels per inch, and color mode RGB color. From the Select menu, select Subject to apply. This lesson does not go into about cut out a person, because the purpose is to turn a photo into an illustration. Using the Quick Selection tool to fix the selection. Using the Select and Mask option to make detailed cut out hair. In the Output Settings section, Output to select New Document with Layer Mask. Click OK. Check the Output New Document in the Layers panel. In this lesson, a person is cut out from the material, but an illustration style that does not so is also possible. However, there are some things that cannot be achieved. That is when the border with the subject is a similar color, or it is unclear. For example, if you run it on this material, you can process it into a stylish, clean-edged posterized illustration. In the Layers panel, click Create New Fill or Adjustment Layer. Select Solid Color from the menu. In the Color Picker dialog, set the background color. The background color may not be suitable depending on the combination with the subject. In other words, it becomes difficult to obtain the effect of the edge. That's a later step. Edge detection is applied by the difference in color and brightness. For example, a combination of white clothing and white background makes it difficult to get the edge effect. When combining similar colors, make the subject brighter and the background darker to contrast. Set the new color to H 40 degrees, S 100%, B 80%. Click OK. In the Layers panel, drag Color Fill 1 or press Command-Control+ left square bracket to move it to the back. Finish cut out the person and setting the background color. For graphical edged posterize, it is also important to make dark areas easy to see, using the Shadows highlights to lighten the shadows of a person. In the Layers panel, select Layer 1. From the Layer menu, select Smart Objects, Convert to Smart Object to apply. After applying Convert to Smart Object, the background and layers are converted to smart objects. Converting to a smart object allows you to re-edit things like tonal adjustments and filters. From the Filter menu, select Blur, Surface Blur. Applying Surface Blur is a preparation for an edged posterize that you will apply later. In the Surface Blur dialog, enter 5 pixels for radius and 10 levels for threshold. Click OK. Smooth the surface without affecting the edge. Due to the effective posterization, the difference in color and shading is divided into hierarchies. By drastically reducing the number of tones, those hierarchies will appear. A typical image contains noise, which makes the boundaries look unnatural. If you blur the target pixel in advance, the noise will be blended and ambiguous. As a result, the unnatural shape boundaries are smoothed. From the Image menu, select Adjustments, Shadows Highlights, Shadows highlights is used when you want to brighten the shadow of a person, etc., which is darkened by a backlight. The appropriate value depends on the target material, but the operation for brightening the shadow is the same. In general, set amount to 35% and tone to 50%. If the material is bright, set amount to 10% and tone to 50%. You can re-edit at any time. In the Shadows Highlights dialog, in the Shadows section, enter 50% for amount and 60% for tone. Click OK. The shadow of the person who was darkened by the backlight became brighter. Use color lookup for drastic tonal conversions. That's because it's easy to apply. By simply selecting a preset, you can get strong contrast and yellowish tones at the same time. In the Layers panel, click Create New Fill or Adjustment Layer. Select Color Lookup from the menu. Color Lookup is a unified color adjustment that applies an array of colors based on computational processing. In the Properties panel, click Clip to Layer. Check the layer icon. From the 3D LTU file menu, select Film Stock 50.3DL. The Film Stock 50.3DL, applied in the example, features a yellowish hue and a strong contrast. It is a perfect color lookup for illustration styles that want big changes. The color lookup, Film Stock 50.3DL, has been applied. In the Layers panel, hold down the Shift key and click Solid Fill 1. Then, you can select 3 layers at the same time. Make sure that Color Lookup 1, Layer 1, and Solid Fill 1 are selected. From the Layer menu, select Smart Objects. Convert to Smart Object to apply. For poster edges, which we will apply later, we need pixels that contain a contrasting background color to detect the edges of the object. Therefore, the cut out the person and background are converted into a single layer. A nested structure that includes smart objects inside smart objects is also possible. You can easily do non-destructive editing, so I'd like to convert it to a smart object whenever possible. After converting multiple layers to smart objects, the front layer name will be reflected. It will not affect future operations, but you can change it to any name you like. Double-click on the layer name and change it to Edged Posterize. Poster Edges is a filter that combines posterize and fine edges. Just by capturing this filter, you will become an illustration styles master. From the Filter menu, select Filter Gallery. In the Filter Gallery control panel, select Artistic Poster Edges. In the Poster Edges dialog, enter 8 for edge thickness, 5 for edge intensity, and 2 for posterization. Click OK. The application of Poster Edges is finished. The edge details provided by Poster Edges do not require that effect. In this example, we will use the oil painting filter as a way to remove unwanted parts. From the Filter menu, select Stylize, Oil Paint. Oil Paint is a filter that creates a touch that makes the paint look like it is raised. In the Oil Paint dialog, in the Brush section, enter 2.14. stylization. 9.5 for cleanliness. 1.04 scale. And 1.84 bristle detail. Uncheck the lighting section. Click OK. The operation of blurring the details of the edge using the brush stroke in oil paint filter is finished. From the filter menu, select Sharpen, Unsharp Mask. Unsharp Mask is a function that sharply corrects an image by emphasizing the difference in tone. Amount is an adjustment to increase the contrast. In general, you can sharpen an image just by adjusting this amount in the Unsharp Mask dialog. Enter 120% for amount. Radius sets the width of the edge where it appears to add the difference in tone. For example, the default 1.0 pixels emphasizes contrast with two adjacent pixels. Enter 3.0 pixels for radius. Threshold uses the tone levels to specify the difference in the target tone. For example, the default 0 levels covers the entire tone range, and the max value 255 levels only covers the highlight points. Enter 10 levels for threshold. Click OK. The operation to sharpen the whole is finished. The edged posterize is complete.